Yo, what's good, man? We are back with another episode of the Real Rap Coalition podcast, man. This is episode number 11. And today we about to bring to y'all... I'm going to let niggas introduce themselves before we get to that. My name is Showtime Slim, man. Who else we got in the building?
We here, man. Big Lordy Lord, man. We got Asian niggas beating the shit out black niggas. We got black bitches doing all kinds of shit. Big Lordy
man.
Lord.
Who else we got in here, man?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Black Rootz. Don't let Bob Celeste lie. He does know the maniac.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Man, Bob Celeste, y'all already know, not affiliated with the Maniac, but I did see him in tonight's movie, so we're going to talk about it. Let's go.
Whoa.
Creative choice, Kaleb, man. KTL in the building, you know, the purveyor of this fine movie this evening, man.
Yeah.
So,
TheatricTex. I like women. I love.
All right, man. And this movie was chosen by Creative Choice Kaleb, KTL. So I'm going to let KTL go ahead and get started with the summary and everything.
All right, man. Y'all can hear me, man. We good?
Yep.
Nigga acting like he about to rap.
Oh, yeah. No, all right. So, you know, this week's choice was The Condemned, you know, a movie from 2007. It was one of the first efforts into the movie world by WWE Studios, you know, back when they were still doing theatrical releases and not just straight to DVD, you know. It's about there is a group of 10 prisoners who are bought by a rich billionaire named Breckle, and you know, he goes all over the world finding inmates who are on death row for various heinous crimes that they've committed, and he purchases them from the prison for the purpose of having an online reality TV show, for lack of a better term, where he drops all 10 of these convicts onto the island that he, I guess, also owns, you know, and they go ahead and fight to the death, and the one that's still left surviving at the end will receive their freedom in addition to a large sum of cash. Amongst these 10 prisoners is Jack Conrad, who, you know, hey, before we get into it, I want to let y'all know spoilers are going to be, you know, incoming. We're definitely going to spoil the shit out this movie. So if you ain't watched it, go watch it, man. It's a dope movie in my opinion. But with that being said, yeah, Jack Conrad is a prisoner who is actually a substitution prisoner. You know what I'm saying? One of the convicts gets killed before they can make it to the show. And, you know, they go looking for this, you know, this other big motherfucker that's in this, I think, Guatemalan prison or some shit, somewhere in South America, right? And, you know, they put Jack and this other guy in there. The other guy goes in there and gets smoked. And Jack just, like, beats the dog shit out the guy that they want to get. And so they're like, fuck it. Like, you know, I can brand this American guy. People going to want to see him get killed and shit, right? So with that being said, he's a, you know, throughout the story, you learn that he's actually unfairly, you know, imprisoned. And, you know, he's actually a former special forces operative, you know, Black Ops, who was left to rot basically because a mission went awry. He was left stranded by the U.S. government. So, yeah, basically the movie is just you watch these 10 motherfuckers fight to the death, and you're kind of hoping that, you know, your main character, Jack Conrad, will come out on top. Vinnie Jones plays a good villain, you know, so I think that's pretty dope. Anybody else got
Vinnie
commentary
Jones?
points that they want to talk about? Huh?
Was that the British nigga, or was that
the
the
main antagonist? Yeah,
Okay.
that was the British guy.
Facts. He was fine.
He's played in several other movies.
He was ass.
As villains. You think he was ass, Pools? Why you think he was ass?
His character or him?
Give me like 30 seconds. Go ahead. I'll explain later.
Yeah, well, like, yeah, I think, like, I really kind of gave the summary, you know. I don't think we need to, like, droll on, you know, unlike some people. But if y'all want to start giving y'all opinions, man, y'all can. You know, we can start going scene by scene or whatever y'all want to do.
All right, I'll start.
Damn. He just deboed the fuck out, Slim.
This shit was ass, cuz.
That shit
Fuck
was
all
ass,
that.
dude.
This shit was ass. I could not stand watching this fucking movie. The best part of this movie was Goldman getting hold towards the end.
Damn,
The nigga,
you didn't fuck with Goldman?
What?
Goldman was pussy from the jump. Goldman Goldman or Goldie or whatever his name is, that nigga was pussy, boy.
Wait, so you got
So
satisfaction in the little lackey
Yeah,
getting
I'm
his
about to
ass
say he
beat
thought
up?
it was cool that like the side
nah,
character
nah,
was
nah, nah,
supposed
nah.
to be
Not that
the
he
bigger
got
part of the
stabbed.
movie.
I'm saying the scene itself. The what's his name? Breckle? Is that his
Yeah,
name?
yeah.
So Breckle told these niggas straight up, look, y'all knew what this was when y'all signed up. And now y'all trying to pussy out. So check this out. It's either you gonna ride with me or you can get the fuck on. Cause I already done made your bitch ass mad money. And bitch, I don't even know why you here, but you here. You said you was gonna be here. So I don't know why the fuck you doing all this extra shit now.
Yeah, exactly. Like
I don't
you
Make
think
your
agree.
that
choice.
you think that the evil villains should have all like unanimously been like 100% throughout the whole movie?
No,
What you
I
mean?
go ahead.
Like they had a change of heart, like as I think Slim alluded to before the podcast started. I think they did at first. They were all complicit. It seemed like they were all just in it for the money and on the ambition of creating like a new, popular whatever. So what I'm saying, like at first they're all dead ass about it basically, but then as the movie goes on and they start realizing this shit is happening in real life and they seeing like what's happening, even though they're all villains, it's like they still feeling kind of bad, some of them, and I
Well,
feel like
no, they weren't
I
all
don't think they
feeling
all
bad. It
villains.
was just him and the
Definitely
bitch who was
villains,
like
nigga.
against
And
it.
nah,
old
they
girl,
definitely
yeah.
villains.
No, I'm
Nah,
saying.
I won't
Oh,
say they all villains. Nah, I didn't see it that way. What I see it as is like just like whenever like it was one scene where somebody came in and one of the people that was there was getting questioned. He was like, I just work for him or some shit like that.
no,
And
but
so
that's not. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, what I'm saying is I wouldn't cast all of them as villains just because they were all in the room while this shit was going on. Some of them could have just been
They
like,
were all involved in the
I don't
project for
agree
money,
with you,
right?
Slim.
I don't
I don't
agree
agree
either.
with that
They
because
were all
like
involved in the project for
Hold
money,
on, hold on,
right?
well,
hold
hold
on,
on.
but
hold on, hold on.
I don't think that
Hold on, hold on,
necessarily
hold on,
makes
hold on,
somebody
real
an
quick, real
evil
quick.
person. I don't view it that way.
So here's what
Look,
I'm saying, right? Like you look at like how the characters are painted through the movie, right? Like you got Goldman and shit, he starts out like Breckle was kind of like that's supposed to be his partner and shit, like they best friends or whatever. But like he was really hoeing him through the whole movie. Like from the first time you see him, he's out here trying to do his job with minimal resources and whoop de whoop. And Buddy's just like, hey, you gonna get this shit done. Like I don't give a fuck what it takes. But I say that to say like the motherfucker, like throughout the movie, he kind of starts to realize that like he's not fucking with this shit. You know what I'm saying? But like the dude and the bitch who get like smoked at the end, they're sitting there like through the whole shit. Like they make their, it known. He's like, hey, are y'all good? They're like, yeah, I fucking love this job. Like they're going. They
oh
don't
yeah,
that
they
No,
making
motherfucker.
let me
bets and all that shit. Yeah, they
But
was
no
I'm
no
saying
definitely
like
like fully into it.
Slim said that guy was like, oh yeah, I just worked. And no, he was copping a plea. He
no
didn't want to
no
get
no no
smoked.
no 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 no.
The
Yeah,
motherfucker was
I
copping a
know that.
plea, dog.
No, let me explain myself real quick. Let me go out on I'm gonna go out on a little monologue here and explain myself. That specific guy, yeah, he was with it the entire time, and he was copping a plea once dude came in with the gun. What I'm saying is, just because like people are, just because somebody is quote unquote doing something immoral doesn't necessarily mean they're immoral as a person. And so what I'm saying is the two people that had the change of heart out of everybody in the room, I feel like that's not them really bitching out. I look at it more like
Oh no,
it's
I
like
don't
human
think so.
nature.
It is,
Like
Yeah,
bro.
well, like
they
yeah, like
Okay,
no,
Yes, it
no,
is.
it's literally realism.
hey,
It's like
bro, I'll
realistic to us. Like, hold
hey,
on,
No, it's
I'll
not.
be
let me say this, KTF.
okay.
If we got 20 like just humans or whatever, we get 20 humans and we get them and put them in a room like that, and we put that shit on display on the screen or whatever, it's gonna be some people that see that shit and be like, oh nah, I'm really not fucking with this. Because that's
Well,
human nature. Like not
But hold
let
everybody
me
is
on,
going to
say
like
this.
that
hold
shit.
on. Hold on,
Go ahead,
KTF.
bro.
Yeah, that's cool. I agree with that. But if you put 20 people who have agreed to this shit in the first place, we all
They
mhm.
know
work
what's gonna
for him.
happen.
They work for him though.
Bro,
They agreed to it.
he
But
told him what was gonna
Pujols,
happen. A
What I'm
fucking
saying
murder
is
island, nigga.
what I'm saying is they work for him. So just because they work for him doesn't mean they gotta agree with every. Like they agreed to be
He
there. They
told them
agreed to be
what
there,
was
but once they see the shit, that don't mean they can't change and be like, oh no,
Slim,
I really
bro.
don't want to see this
but
shit.
hold
I
on,
It's
tell
bro.
you,
Okay, let me
it's
I'll
hold
say
on
life.
real
this.
quick, real
I
quick,
tell you, it's
real
a
quick,
murder
real quick.
island, bro. And you,
Let me clarify. Let me clarify on my statement. I agree that, of course, out of however many people, there are going to be people, even though they agreed to it, that are gonna feel uneasy about the shit that they saw. I know that, of course. Yes, that is human nature. I'm talking about from Breckle's point of view. You two are supposed to be my left and right wing. Y'all came into this shit with me. I told y'all about this idea first, and y'all was on it from the jump. So if anybody is gonna bitch out, it should not be either one of you.
That's
That's
fair,
what,
but
and that
like,
is where that's where Breckle is speaking from, and I understand that, but I also understand them niggas bitching out.
well,
But
I'd like to make two
also,
points.
Goldman pussied out completely because the nigga he pussied out, and then after talking to the bitch and saying he gonna stand up to Breckle, he bitched out
Oh yeah,
again
he was a bitch
back
there.
I
Yeah,
don't
into
even
the
think
show.
he
yeah, there.
bitched out though. I
No,
don't
he
think
did.
bitched.
He was like,
He
yeah, I'm
hold that
gonna stand
boy.
up, and then he got hold.
He
But I'd like
didn't.
to.
Hold on. He didn't
Nah,
bitch
he
out.
did.
He
No,
just
he
wanted his
did because
money.
he
He
was
wanted some more
he
money
said,
than a
"Hey, you
million.
got 5 seconds to pick," and he like bitched out. He said, "Yeah, I'm gonna go back and do my job."
Oh, you talking
And
about
then
that scene?
No,
yeah,
bro. The nigga, hold on, bro. The nigga didn't want. I feel like he didn't want to watch a rape, bro.
I was about to
It.
say, bro, I
That's
was
it.
gonna make that point, bro. Like
He
I
was
was
with
gonna make
everything
2
else.
points, bro. Like first off, Puos, you say Murder Island. That's one thing. Like me, and I hate to say it, it sounds like morbid as hell, but like it's one thing if I'm finna watch motherfuckers kill each other, bro. Like, but I gotta watch a bitch get forcefully fucked, dog. Like really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't
Like
see that's the
that's
thing
where
with that,
everybody
KTL.
started like being like, I don't know about this. But the other
So
thing was that Freckle was a
yeah.
hoe. Like he was a hoe through this whole. That was part of the problem too. He was sitting there like rigging that bitch low key. Like he in there
No
dropping
low
all type
key.
of like cold shit to who the fuck he want to win and shit. Like
No, that
he a
wasn't low
hoe.
key.
What?
That was
That
planned.
was not low key.
And
That
he
was
said
planned as fuck.
But I'm
Did
and he
they
no, but
say
said
I'm
that?
saying like he a
Hold
hoe.
on,
Like
man.
that's why they
it was
was like,
designed
I
that way.
agree. I agree with you, but they never said that shit was against the rules.
no,
It's
it's
his
not.
shit.
He makes the rules, but I'm
Yeah.
saying
So
like I can definitely be like, yeah, bro, like you really like just hold the fuck because you like want to see this motherfucker win. Like that's not regular. Like oh y'all fight to the death. Who made the best man win? No, like
man, he not
It
doing
wasn't
it for
about
that.
that.
He
It
doing it for
wasn't
the
about that.
no,
ratings.
he
I
was
want
trying to
40
he was
million
trying to put
Super
up
Bowl, nigga.
numbers.
Yeah. So this is the thing about Breckle. Okay, so Breckle was definitely a dickhead throughout the entire movie. Like, so what KTL was saying, Breckle didn't give a fuck about the best man win. Breckle wanted the show, and he wanted to get the views and all of that.
40
And
million.
so, exactly, he wanted 40 million views. He wanted the same numbers that the Super
Man,
Bowl
hey,
does.
real quick, I'm sorry to cut you off. Some can we talk about that for a second, bro? Like
No,
you
we
can tell
can't.
this
We can
movie
talk
was
about it
from
afterwards.
'07, dog. 40 million ain't
So,
shit
so
now.
besides that,
Anyway, that boy
so
won.
yeah, no, so Breckle was definitely a hoe, KTL, and so like I said, he was definitely in it for just the views and notoriety and shit for himself. He wanted to create something that had never been done because of greed and I feel like just selfishness. And so get that out of the way. He didn't give a fuck about nothing except himself. He was definitely hoeing everybody in the building, regardless of if his two left hand, right hand, whatever it was, kind of, they didn't want to go through with it. For one, he was getting ready to leave all of them at the end of the movie.
Fact.
Like he was getting ready to leave all of them there to get like arrested by the military, police, whoever it was.
But that's different though.
And he
I don't
also
know.
no, let me say this. I'm speaking on his character. Also, he was trying to hoe him out of some money, which is
Out the
why
money, yeah.
he was hoeing them out of money, which he was trying to keep for himself, which is why what's his name? The dude Goldie? That's
Goldman,
why
yeah.
Goldie
Yeah.
That's why Goldie tried to press him at the end of the movie, and I don't feel like Goldie got bitched at the end of the movie. He just got strong armed by like a
No, we
security
was
guard.
saying he got bitched
Yeah,
by
no,
like
I wasn't talking about that part.
yeah, the other
Okay, yeah.
shit.
Which
But
one is Goldie?
Nah, he definitely that
Goldie
man
was
got
the guy with the
poked
glasses.
up something serious at the
okay.
end.
The
And
guy
that was
with
well, I
the
fucked
mean, to
up.
be fair, he was
Yeah,
always
and
like
that was
kind of
another
pussy. He was
dickhead
just
move.
like good at his job. He was never like that. You
Of
know what I'm
course not.
saying?
I don't think he
None
had
of
to
them
be
were.
though. That's
No,
not
None
his.
of them
he
were.
didn't have to be Pools, but I'm saying like a motherfucker said, yeah, he was a bitch. Like, yeah, that was his character.
What does
Like,
it
He
mean
wasn't
to
a
be good
bitch
at their
though.
I don't
job
even
though?
think
What do
he
you
was
mean?
a bitch.
He never did no bitch shit.
He didn't. He's
I
not. He
mean,
wasn't a
like,
bitch. He just wasn't no
definitely did
super
some
tough
bitch
guy.
shit, dog. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna take a stand, and then like the heat got put on him. He was like, you know what, I'm gonna
KTL.
go
The
back to my
dude told him.
like,
The dude told him like, you make a choice right now. Either you with me or you finna
yeah,
like
he
leave.
didn't threaten him with nothing.
He He didn't want to lose his job. Like that's also like
Man,
regular.
that's the
He didn't-
wackest.
He didn't
and
want to lose his
shocking-
job.
Why are we
That's the
focusing on
weakest
this nigga? He ain't really shit.
Yeah, I'm about to say like I
Well,
was gonna move
I
on
think he was a
anyway.
good supporting character. Like he added to like some
Yeah,
shit.
like
I like this character, but I mean, he ain't shit though.
Yeah, I was about to actually like, get into the actual like characters though. Like I wanted to talk about like the 10 people that was on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I think the easiest way to start off like is, you know what I'm saying, with the motherfuckers we see the least. What y'all thought of that Spanish motherfucker?
Well, first
nigga with the
off,
I think he
One
was
that got
cool.
thrown out the helicopter.
That nigga was
Oh
suck.
nah, he was Italian. He
Y'all
was
think,
Italian.
was he Italian?
Yeah, he was
That nigga-
Italian.
that
So
nigga
I was
died
watching the
in-
shit. I was watching the shit with I was watching the shit with subtitles, and every time you spoke.
died in-
Speaking
Oh,
of,
okay.
died in 3
for
seconds.
anybody
Yeah,
who
they hold
wasn't
the fuck out of
speaking
close,
English,
but I think he was
So-
finna get active.
hold on, yeah.
for anybody who wasn't speaking English, they literally would not put the subtitles of what they were
Hey,
saying. It would just say
terrible.
Italian or Spanish or Japanese. Like, so I don't know anything of what anybody
Hey,
said that wasn't in
hey,
English.
Rootz,
That
they
was
didn't
that.
A lot
say
of that shit mattered. I think it was inconsequential. I don't think it was like dialogue for the most part.
Fuck
Like,
could he not
What's up,
understand?
Polo?
it was
Hold
just
on, what-
angry yelling. Slim, it was "I'll fuck your mother" and some more
No,
shit.
I'm
Like,
agreeing with you, Roos. Like, these niggas speaking in different languages. It didn't say shit on my screen. Like, damn, nigga, I can't know what these niggas talking about.
man, they
Right.
was just yelling angry in a foreign language, bro. None of that like
But again, not true. Because the conversation between Rosa and what was his name?
Was it
Was it
fucking
Peter
Spencer
or something like that? They was having a little conversation, and I don't know a damn thing that they said.
Right,
So-
facts, nigga.
I say that to say I think that Italian guy might have been finna get active, but they hold the fuck out. But
Nah, he was ass. He died in 3 seconds.
he was, but
That
that's
nigga
not
definitely
his fault.
died before they even landed. Too fast, nigga.
Like, he inconsequential. What about that big German?
African bitch?
German? Was he German? That fucking guy. Like,
I ain't gonna lie. Hey, that
he was
nigga got
trying to
busy.
fuck on that bitch.
Anytime that nigga was on the screen, he tried to get busy with a nigga. Like,
Hell yeah, boy. He was,
You
hey,
talking about the one that
Yeah,
had
yeah.
the fight
yeah,
with
he was trying to
the,
fuck
the
on that
big
hoe.
You
nigga.
talking about
Like,
that
No,
big
one that had-
ball, that big
Yeah.
ball Norwegian nigga.
No,
Big-
that nigga got busy
No,
immediately.
well, not the big guy in the jungle, the guy that was trying to fuck on that hoe on the beach.
Oh no, I want to fuck with
You talking
him.
about at the
That big
beginning?
Hell
German,
no.
whatever the fuck he
Yeah, I'm
was.
talking about
The one that died in the
Oh, we
first
gonna
fight?
get to him in a second. Yeah, he was out
the
there
one that
trying to
died.
fuck
No,
on that
hell
bitch.
no. The one
She
that
didn't die in
died.
the first fight.
I
She
can't- I
died with the Molotov
can't-
cocktail.
Hold on.
No,
It's a
we're
lot of
talking
people
about the
talking at one
dude.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I
He was
can't
ass.
critique somebody that only had one fight and they
No,
died
I
in
mean,
it.
he was
him.
ass. Like
No,
he
not
was
him.
really
I'm
just trying to
Who
like
else?
rape.
Who
a
else? He's
bitch.
talking about the beginning of the movie
Who else? He
where
was trying to
the-
rape that hoe on the
the-
beach.
yeah, the dude was
No,
fighting with
not
the
him.
girl.
The beginning of the movie, they showed a
No.
big nigga fighting 3
Oh,
niggas. I'm
okay.
talking about
Well, yeah,
him.
okay. No,
He
hold
got
on.
active immediately. I'm not
I'm
talking about no
with him,
rapist.
yeah,
nigga.
but all-
KTL not talking about him, Puels.
I'm
He's
not
talking about somebody else.
praising a rapist. Fuck is wrong with you?
I'm not
Yes.
praising. I literally just asked your opinion.
I said that nigga got active. Yeah, that nigga got no, nigga, not him. Fuck no.
Okay,
I
KTL
don't
was
know who
agreeing to
that
the.
is.
I'm not talking about that nigga. I hate that's the worst character in the movie.
Yeah,
Trying to
let-
rape that badass black bitch.
Yeah, like Goldie is a better character than the dude you asking about. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
So,
I'm
I
literally
can't.
just going through the 10.
Yeah, let's
like,
not do
people,
that. Let's
dog.
talk about
Which
the
one? Which
important
one
ones,
is Goldie?
man.
Oh my god.
Goldie is the one with the
Luno.
glasses, Luno. The
At the
See,
one
beginning
look
that
at
the
this. Now, look
Japanese
what
dude
y'all
stole
do.
it from?
No, he wasn't a fighter. He was
This is pathetic.
he was
He was
part
one
of
of the people behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was the
Alright.
one with the
best
glasses
friend.
who was throwing people out the plane.
No.
Oh,
No, that was
He the
like
cameraman, Luna, the nigga who
This
was
is
controlling the
insane.
Yeah, wasn't he like an engineer or something?
Yeah,
yeah,
like,
he was like the camera guy, like the
He was
behind
the
the
one getting bitched by
controlling, like director,
lightweight.
I would say.
Man, fuck
Yeah,
off.
like,
he didn't get
We
he didn't
just
get
talked
bitched.
about that nigga for 20 minutes. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
man,
I
look, let's
don't
look,
think he
look,
knows
look,
who
look,
he
look,
is.
look. Let's talk about how terrible that black dude was. The nigga with the cornrows.
Bro,
nigga was kind
bro,
of
he
fire
first
though.
of
I
all-
ain't gonna
Bruh,
lie.
hold on.
Hold
This
up.
nigga.
Oh, go ahead, Ted. My fault.
They did this nigga so greasy. Look, he's in there telling his story about how he was getting a
Nigga
hold
did
by
himself
women.
greasy.
Bro, he
Well,
was
hold
telling
on,
his.
Tex. Before that, he had
Can
got
I
his ass beat
finish?
by that Japanese guy.
Oh, hold on, KTL. Let him finish his shit, bro.
It's all good.
Oh hell, this nigga didn't change his mind. But nah, now, nigga definitely had hands. Dude definitely had hands. I ain't gonna lie. He was putting in work on that little Japanese nigga.
Man,
Nigga,
that motherfucker was beating the shit out of him, boy.
That's cap.
man,
That's
he
cap.
got away.
He
Nigga
ran.
put that
Look,
parachute. It don't matter. He got some good licks in and
that's
took
not
off.
what happened, man. He pulled up on an Asian nigga doing some jujitsu shit. He never seen no shit like that in his life. Got his ass whooped for about 10 seconds. Then he's like, all right, I know what to do. Started getting on the Asian nigga ass. Asian nigga, he got away. I mean, I don't think he lost. It was a good fight, bro. The Asian nigga didn't just get on his ass like that. But he,
Asian
Like
dude was
I
cold.
said, dude had hands. Now the Asian dude or Japanese dude was definitely cold as shit. That nigga was doing
that nigga was
too much.
funny as fuck, bro.
That
What
nigga
I
was
like is
not
that he
with
was
no
out the gate
bullshit,
with it. I
boy.
like how he was already in the
On the
plane, already
cool,
showing.
he
Yeah,
was
like
a fraud.
Yeah, on the
He
plane.
was
He
a
did some
fraud.
crazy shit.
he took
Oh, what
bro's
he do on the
glasses from
plane?
him, kicked him in the stomach type shit.
Oh,
yeah,
Took
yeah,
himself
yeah,
out
yeah.
the
Yeah,
plane.
he
He didn't even
did.
let him
that
throw
was
him
And he
out, bro.
jumped
cold.
out the plane.
That
That nigga the
Japanese,
GOAT, bro.
he was a
Bro,
fraud. Who else?
it seemed like out of everybody, he was the most ready for this situation.
He
Like
was a
he been waiting on this shit.
fraud.
Hey,
He
look,
getting
bro.
away with it.
The funniest shit when I know I'm kind of skipping ahead. We can go back, but this just funny to me. They dropped that care package for both them niggas for him and the Britain dude. That nigga,
Yeah.
they opened
Cut
up
a
the bag.
cartwheel and shit.
Yeah, that nigga did that little kickflip. That British nigga. Hey man, calm your ass down.
Hey, boy, I ain't gonna lie
That
to
shit
y'all,
was
man.
funny.
I thought that Japanese motherfucker was cold until I watched it this time. That boy a fraud, man.
Why you say that?
He not a fraud.
I swear to God, he got active on that black dude, but
Uh-huh.
Jack Conrad beat the shit out him. Not even, it wasn't even close.
But
He wasn't
KTL, you
landing shit.
Well,
you
that
gotta
ain't really
understand,
fair.
like, yeah, you gotta understand how they're portraying Jack. So I don't
Man,
think that makes him a
here's what
fraud
I'm
because
telling you,
Jack beat his
Slim.
ass.
Here's what
Nobody
I'm
had a
telling
close
you,
fight
Slim.
with Jack,
That big motherfucker that Puos was talking about, he got active. He was
No,
like
he
trying to
didn't.
fuck Jack up, boy.
He tried
He
to.
got his ass. He got his ass beat
He
too.
died, but he definitely at least landed a couple of
Bro,
punches.
as
Hey,
big as
KTL.
this nigga was, he tried to like pull that nigga little bomb shit off. Like nigga, just fight, big ass bitch.
No, that's the fact.
That's because he was
but at
getting
least
choked
like
out. Who else?
Puos,
He was getting
literally,
choked out
I
at that
just
point.
watched that Japanese guy. He got beat the fuck up the whole time. Both fights. He ain't laying shit.
So KTL, let me explain, like, because you've seen this movie multiple times, but Jack was so cold that he was beating the fuck out of both of them at the same time, the British guy and the Asian.
Well, yeah, but also
that's how
So
cold
basically, that nigga had
To be fair though, the British guy, he yelled when he ran up behind him. I thought that was retarded.
The Asian dude also started running away from the British guy as soon as he thought
Man,
Jack
that
was
Asian
dead.
nigga, that Asian nigga ass. That
Yeah,
nigga,
well, I mean that was no. Hold on. That was
Bro,
tactical though because he had a
look,
crossbow,
the
bro.
nigga,
Come on.
Yeah, that
he
was
had a
tactical,
regular
nigga-
bow, but yes,
I'm sorry,
you
a
know, I
composite
guess,
bow.
Hold
Yeah.
on, let my man's go. Let's
This
hold
nigga was
on, y'all.
chasing.
Hold on,
This
y'all.
nigga was
Go ahead.
chasing Breckle down, and all he had to do was give him some glasses, and he befriended him. That nigga just wanted a friend.
He gave him
just
some
wanted
what?
a friend. Yeah, that nigga some shades, and he just calmed
Those
down.
was his shades.
Breckle is, hold on, Tex. Breckle is a
He
good
rightfully
guy.
stole them shades,
The
bro.
British
Yeah, that
guy
wasn't
is
That ain't the
Starling.
point, though. You chasing this nigga down, and he just gave you some shades, and
Yeah.
you just calm down.
I'm gonna be honest. What knows his shades though?
Yeah.
It don't matter. Do
Come
you not
on,
get?
man.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
No, Tex.
Listen to
Tex, he
me.
gave him
Listen,
his
listen
own
to me.
shades
That nigga
though.
was
It don't
pounding.
matter. They're not on there to be friends. They're on there to kill
No,
each other.
Tex, we're agreeing with you. Like he gave him his own shit back, and he started being friends with him.
Yeah,
Like,
that nigga ass for that.
But no, because what's his name? I want to call him by his name. What's the British guy's name?
McStarling.
Okay, let me put it in perspective for you, Slim. Let's say we all on an island, right?
Right.
And you get your bifocals knocked off, right?
No, bro, you gotta say
whatever happens, or whatever happens, whatever happens. No, I'm gonna say his glasses.
Go ahead.
And I give them back to you, nigga. You about to befriend me?
That's not how that went. That's not how they went. Let me tell you,
bro.
You missing a detail. What happened was before he even gave him the shades, he asked him to partner up with him and be friends. Like he didn't. The Asian dude didn't just say, "You gave me my glasses back, so now we cool." The guy asked him to be cool, and then he gave him the shades. So that was like
that don't matter.
It does because
nigga,
it's not like he just.
Bro.
Yeah,
they are still you missing the grand scheme. They're
but
still on the island.
You gotta realize why he said it though. He said, "Let's team up so we can get rid of some of these other motherfuckers."
That's,
And then they was gonna
man,
fight
That
after.
shit makes
You know
sense,
what
bro.
the
bro.
crazy
But
Yeah, that's a
look
good
part
though,
is?
plan. That's a good plan.
but the Chinese nigga don't even know that if he is a valuable, you know what I
You're
mean?
right. You're right.
The
But how you
don't
Chinese
just
know.
go?
nigga, look, Tex, the Chinese nigga, he trusted himself
Bro,
enough
that
to
man
be
is
like,
Japanese. Stop calling him Chinese.
Yeah, he
Goddamn.
is
whatever the fuck he
Japanese.
is,
Yeah,
he
they called
trusted
him
himself
Japanese.
enough to be
Okay,
like,
the Japanese nigga, he don't even know if this nigga really like with
he
it to be
trusted
You don't
trusted
know
or
if he
They
not.
don't
cold or
even
not.
talk
Yeah.
the same
he like,
language.
if this nigga pulls some funny shit, I'm good enough
He
with
can
the
beat his
on
ass.
his ass. Yeah,
Facts.
that's
The
what I think.
only
But that's the thing
the
though.
crazy.
It don't even matter about none of that shit on there because it was some weak niggas killing niggas too. Like,
Yeah, about to say the crazy part is they teamed up
Who was
to try
weak?
to like kill people, and they only killed like 2 people.
yeah, they ass.
He
Well,
killed that bitch by
I don't
accident,
think that
and then
matters.
they killed that.
It
Well,
don't
they killed 3
because
people because they killed the Mexican couple.
no, that
It
doesn't matter because 2 of those
it
10
don't it
people
don't
was gone already. Like from the gate, 2 of those 10 people was gone. So they only left 8, and they're 2 of the 8. Jack is one.
man.
They
They
killed the
ass.
lady. They killed the lady. They killed the Hispanic guy. That's 2 people.
Yeah, and
And
then they killed his bitch.
the black dude got killed by the. They would have got the black dude
Bro,
too.
I'm
I'm gonna be
gonna
honest. They
keep
would have
it.
got his ass.
I'm gonna
I
keep it a
That shit
buck.
guess.
was fire
I'm
though.
gonna keep it a buck. That Asian,
Wait.
What
listen,
was
that
fire?
Asian
Hold
nigga,
on.
Puos?
the
That
Asian
black
nigga could have did
Technically,
that shit on his
go ahead,
own.
Zach. But
The Asian
technically,
nigga,
hold on.
Hold on, I can't hear y'all.
The African female, technically that's their body too.
That's
Because
why I
that
said, but
arrow
that
is
was
the
Yeah,
an
that's
reason why
their
she
body.
pulled her.
but that was an accident.
That
I
was
don't
I
think
don't
it
think so.
was. It
They
wasn't
was
an
trying.
I
accident.
don't
He was
necessarily
trying to
think it's an
shoot
accident.
Jack, and
man,
he was
she
trying.
killed
Nope.
herself. I'm not
No.
No,
going
hold
for that.
on, bro, because he was like Jack was in that bunker. That bitch thought she had to jump on him. He flipped that hoe around, and she was in like the whole. They was trying to shoot
That's
Jack with
not
that
true.
arrow, and he killed that bitch
But
on
No.
look,
accident.
though,
No,
if
because
I'm
when he shot her, he said bullseye. He
Yeah,
knew who he was
because
shooting at.
he hit
no,
somebody.
he thought he was shooting Jack though.
Yeah,
He
he
thought he
did.
was shooting
So
Jack.
Did that
so
on
Yeah.
so
accident, man.
this is why I don't think so, because I saw that scene, I watched that scene, and it was at least like a few seconds when they was talking before she got hit with that arrow.
Yeah, but he didn't get a clear shot of Jack
He
the whole
couldn't
time.
see
And they
that hoe.
panned the camera outside of the bunker to show you just like pure darkness, to show like from his perspective, it was
Yeah,
hard
he
to
couldn't
see.
see shit.
Oh, you saying you couldn't
Man,
see?
she
Okay,
killed
all
Yeah.
right.
herself, man.
Now
She
let's
pulled
Well,
go
that
she
little
back.
got hit.
shit.
She got hit
Hold
by the
on,
arrow.
hey,
Then he put a
Puos.
Hold on, real
Molotov.
fast. Hold on, real fast.
Hold on, y'all talking over.
Yeah, go ahead,
Y'all
Puos.
talking
I
over.
Let's
want to
go
hear his
back
point.
to what Tex said. Let me give you my point of view. Like, if let's say we all on the island, like you said, and I say Black Roots, let's team up and let's just beat the shit out of all these other niggas. And after that is mono y mono. We gonna just run the one, a fair one. I
Yeah.
think that's smart as a bitch. Like, why not?
Yeah, I've
That's
seen that done a
smart.
lot of times in movies and shit.
Why not? Why not run the one with
You know
this
what
guy?
the reason is,
I just
Puos?
don't think it was effective.
Puos, let's say, you know what I'm saying, you and Black Roots team up, and you and Black Roots is on it, you know what I'm saying, y'all on the mission, and you realize Roots is catching these bodies with ease, like you realize, all right, this nigga's a problem. Like, you might try to erase him early. All right, I could handle the rest of these light work niggas. I might have to get rid of Roots, because low key, if it is one-on-one, I don't know if I really got that shit.
Yeah, I'm a cheat though, like the British nigga. I ain't gonna fight the nigga in a fair fade. I'm gonna find a way to like outsmart that nigga and put him in a little
Like
trap.
There's a lot of
have
X
an
factors
arrow.
in this movie. One thing I wish that they did was like expand like how many characters got like busted like supply drops. You got the black dude showing that it was a part of the world by just like getting the care package and shit the one time. But then the only other person who got it was the person who we later learned it was orchestrated, right? I wish more people got some cool care packages. Like they got some like, you know, like some remote control bombs or some cool shit. Like they
Oh, they
could have
gave
added.
a motherfucker a gun, bro.
I agree, but you can't give Jack nothing. Like if you give him anything, he too OP. He already too OP.
But in these action movies,
Right.
right, it's about the badass like main character kind of finding these things that other people have, beating their asses and taking it from them. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even take the bow. Like this
Hey,
dude was,
Puos.
yeah.
But Jack and the British guy, I think he said his name McStarley or something like that. They both come from a similar background, even though Jack
they
was better
like
than them.
military guys.
They was both like special ops.
I don't think you can use that because once let's say Fireworks, he a military nigga. Shout out to Fireworks. No disrespect, brother. But let's say you got Fireworks, then we got a nigga who caught 35 bodies in the army. They both military backgrounds, but this nigga,
I won't say that because, like, honestly, Well,
They
you know,
said
Jack.
McStarlin caught a bunch of bodies though, like, but
I
he
was about
he
to
killed
say
a
that,
whole
brother.
But
village.
he didn't. He no funny. He was the like damn near the worst. If he didn't have that Asian nigga to team up with,
Who
he
else?
was out of there.
But
He
you
was
gotta look at it like this. So yeah, I was gonna say that like they both come from a similar background, except Jack's was kind of like it was private. They didn't know his real like stats and shit. But
Yeah.
McFarley wasn't. He never even really tried to run the one at all. So I feel
Yeah.
McStarley, whatever his name is. So I feel like he was just kind of like chilling mostly. He was kind of like just what's the word?
Alongside of the
This
Japanese,
nigga ass.
and
Yeah,
He was
then
taking
That's what I was
advantage
saying.
of
That
it,
but
but
I
I
feel
feel
like
Asian nigga could
he
have
was
killed
he was
everybody on
taking
his own.
he
advantage
was a
of
tactical villain.
exactly. And I feel like if he did have to get busy, like run the one with the other, I feel like he
Jack
would have
was
beat a lot of
beating
them
the
niggas.
shit
Like,
out
look,
of him.
You
Jack
think he
was
would have? You think McFarley would have beat a lot of niggas?
McStarley, whatever. Yeah, I do.
No way, bro. He
Because
would
because
have.
I'm looking at it like this.
Some of
They
them was
made
ass,
him.
if we being honest, Puos. Like
I'm
some of
looking at
them
it like
guys
this.
was ass.
But look though, I'm looking at it like this. They made him out to be the counterpart of Jack. And the only reason he didn't catch as many bodies is because he was using that Asian dude as help.
I don't
feel
know if
like
he's the
he-
Fair, I
counterpart
I
don't
feel
to
think
like
the
he
Jack,
was
Asian
yo.
dude
Come
caught a
on, man.
single body.
Just because you're the counterpart, that don't mean you fire. He's firing a different way as far as like KTL said, he's tactical with this shit. Like he's
Strategic
yeah.
and shit.
yeah,
But Slim,
strategic.
I
He
don't
not
think the
just
Japanese.
good at fighting. No, a nigga was ass.
I don't think the
Nah, I'm
Japanese
not
guy
gonna
caught
say
a
that
single body
because
though. McStarlin killed like all three of the people.
So let's keep it real too. Like Jack wouldn't need to sign a deal beforehand to let him win. Like Jack could probably win. You know what I'm saying? This dude
Well, no,
signed a
Luno, I
deal.
think
so
you're
I think
misunderstanding. There was no deal ahead of time. It was as things played out. The guy who was in charge of everything was like, damn, like I like this guy. He's making my show better. Here, have a fucking shotgun. You know,
well,
like
no,
there was
actually,
no
in the
orchestration.
in the one-on-one that they had after everything was seemingly over, he said, "You hired me." That's what McFarley said.
He's
He
talking
said,
Well,
about
"You hired me to do
the
a
because
job."
agreement he
Luno
talked to
or not
everybody
Luno.
about.
No, Roots, like the intent of the thing was like you get your freedom and money. And Breck was like, I'm not giving you the money. He was like, that's a
You
part of
should
the
be lucky
deal.
that you're
What
free.
the
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah.
Okay, all
That's
right, all right, I
what
guess
he was
so.
He
saying.
also was helping
Well,
old dude
even if it
because
didn't start off, even if it didn't start off orchestrated, it became orchestrated.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I
he
see
was.
what you're
Yeah,
saying.
of course.
nah, bro. He was helping old dude because Stone Cold. I forgot. Jack. That nigga was doing some bullshit. He ran. That nigga got in contact with his ex girlfriend or whatever the fuck she was, and alerted their location. And
he was helping them before that though.
Yeah, I'm
I
about
mean,
to say he did one of them before.
but that was like
Yeah.
the last straw. He's like, I want this motherfucker dead. I hate this nigga. Like, so
Hey, hey, can we like we've talked a lot about the sidekick, man? Let's talk about Big Bad Jack Conrad,
I
man.
feel like we've been
Big
talking about
bad
Jack a lot.
Jack.
Jack
All right,
Conrad got active, Roots. That
listen to
motherfucker,
me.
I didn't see
Yeah,
except for when a motherfucker had a gun. He didn't have a close fight the entire movie.
who
And
cares?
that's part of the problem. I don't want to see somebody that wins the entire movie every
That's what
single
John
fight
Wick
every
do
single
mostly.
time, bro.
Hey, Slim, I was gonna
That's
let it
cap.
go, but
John Wick
John Wick
That's
definitely
cap.
definitely
That's
do
cap.
John Wick
that.
takes some L's. John Wick do take L's. The thing about
John Wick
John Wick
kills
character,
100 people.
no,
Nah,
I know,
nah,
but John Wick
nah.
definitely do like have L's during movies. Like he'll
Here's
have a
what I'm
situation
saying,
where he's
Luno.
trying to
They
do some
put
shit
a
and he's get a
man in a
setback. But
Let's
Luno.
be honest. John Wick he ain't have no L's. Like John Wick.
He got
So
no,
shot
you
a
no
got you
couple
got to
L's.
times.
realize John Wick. So John Wick. Like I'll see. We talking about John Wick
You
again,
gotta
but
stop
John Wick
doing
might
this.
have. Yeah, that's a fact.
You gotta
I
John Wick
knew it
stop.
was
might
gonna
have.
You
happen.
have to stop
Listen,
doing this.
KTL. That's a fact. We gotta stop this shit. But
It's a
look,
trope.
John Wick
Okay,
might have some of the most plot armor ever, and I fuck with
Correct.
John Wick. But the nigga was fucking injured for an entire movie and still made it out alive. That's
Well,
how.
yeah,
That's how.
that's plot armor. But
here's
That's
what
the thing
I'm
about
saying.
John Wick.
so
It's not so much about him just getting dubs. It's his get back. They always do something to take from this motherfucker John Wick. He's like a vengeance character, right?
But
Vigilante
Luno,
character.
like that's kind of how I feel about this character right here. Like he doesn't have the most complex backstory, but I didn't watch this movie for a complex backstory. He's a motherfucker who was like he was hoed, you know what I'm saying? He shouldn't be in this situation in the first place, but they drop him in this. At first he tells Breckle basically like, bro, eat a dick, I'm not playing your game. And he was like, you're gonna play. Like you don't have to win that bitch, but you're gonna play. So he got on that bitch and like He could have killed the Mexican dude, but he didn't. You know
He
what I'm
didn't wanna
saying? 'Cause
kill
that was like
nobody.
his partner. You know what I'm saying? He killed the fuck out the big guy. He like beat the shit out that Japanese guy. Like it was never close. He was beating the shit out of McStarling until they gave him a fucking gun. You know what I'm saying? Like literally when you first see him, he killed a motherfucker in 2 punches. Like he punched a motherfucker in the chest or some shit, and then hammer fisted his skull into his brain.
I
Like,
can't tell that, but the thing about
Which is absolutely fine. That is absolutely fine. What my thing is when I watch a combat based action movie, I want to see the main character get beat up a little bit. Like
I
for
understand.
instance, Batman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bane literally broke this nigga's
Beat the shit
back the
out of him.
first
Yep.
time they
Out of him.
faded.
Yep.
Hey,
The
yo.
first time they faded. And then the second time, Batman wasn't just clearly beating the shit out of Bane. Like that was
No,
throwing
he was
hands for a
finna
little
lose.
minute. He was about to lose until he found that little, if I pull his mask, he can't breathe. But
Now,
with this nigga, it don't seem like he had no issues except when a nigga had a gun.
I'm
Yeah.
about to say I understand your argument, Roots. He might be a bit too OP, but my counter argument is this, right? Like I said, when he was fighting that big motherfucker who was played by Nathan Jones, by the way, also a former wrestler. Interesting
Nathan
fact if anyone didn't
Jones.
know. But he was, you know what I'm saying? He was fighting him. Like that shit wasn't just a clear victory. Like, you know what I'm saying? He had to fight that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But like when it came to like you know that Japanese dude running around doing cartwheels, he got like some knives and some more shit. Like he was like, all right, you think you cold? He fucking broke off some rebar bars, taped them bitches to his wrist, and said, all right, bitch, come on. And he didn't
To use
land a
these to
single punch,
deflect
bro.
knives.
Yeah, like he was out there like a motherfucker was being given knives and a bow and all type of shit. He was like, all right, I'll make some shit and I'm gonna get on y'all ass. That's cold as a motherfucker to me.
Yeah, he took twisted metal and made arm plates out of
Let's
them.
go.
And I don't even think that part is plot
Oh
armor.
my,
It
go
could
ahead,
just
go
be
ahead.
like military technician, whatever. But I think
In
it's
which-
ridiculous how when he was
Understandable, and
fleeing
that's
from
fine.
where the phone was in that tower, the nigga had an assault rifle and he was running pretty close to him. He didn't hit shit.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
true.
kind of
These
wild,
motherfuckers
dude.
terrible shots, boy.
Man, let's talk
And
about
Stone Cold a big ass nigga, so ain't no way he was just
That's
running
fact.
faster than
Running,
bullets.
yeah, he wasn't dashing. Yeah,
No, he was looking around the
He was
corner.
kind
What
of
you
running.
said,
He was kind
Tech?
of running on that scene though. Like, that nigga was running.
he tried. I mean, you know, the thing is, Stone Cold, he can't even fake that shit. They would have to fast forward the video, you know what I mean? But
let's
no,
talk about
That's
how
funny as
trash
hell.
Jack's wife was.
Jack's
Yeah,
wife.
like how she
No
looked.
idea
How
why
she
she was
Man,
there.
she was so trash. Her
Like
acting
how
was
No
she
idea
looked.
why
trash.
she was in the movie. She was
I
definitely
think
trash.
she was attractive though.
I
Wasn't
know
she?
Bro,
why she
she
was in
was
the movie.
trash,
It's
I
obvious
don't
bro.
think
why
she
she
was
was
a
in the
bad
movie.
character.
No, not her
No,
character. The way she just didn't even sell her sadness.
Bro, if you're going to have a love interest in distress or anything like that, and I don't want this to seem sexist, and this is not what my intent is, but if y'all gonna get upset, not y'all, but niggas.
Say
If
it.
niggas gonna get upset, then they gonna get upset. I don't give a fuck. You
you gonna say it?
have to look better than what she did,
I
and you
disagree.
have to act better than what she
You
did.
don't think she was attractive?
Her acting was
No,
trash.
not at
Bro.
all.
Let me go look
No,
at this
I don't
woman
think
again
she
and
was
make sure
attractive,
I'm
and
not
no,
tripping.
I don't think
Her
her
acting was
did a good job
terrible,
with
bro.
her.
And look, and the way she was saying, she like, I need you here with me. Like it was just so unbelievable. You couldn't
I didn't
believe
think it was
that
that bad. I just
I don't think it
I
was
didn't.
that
I
bad
kind of was
either.
trash.
I
overlooking
think
it.
the most like heartfelt thing she
She was
said was like,
trash.
"I need you," and she said it with a
Yeah,
little crack in her voice. I don't think
But
she
it
was
but it
like.
didn't even sound believable
yeah.
though.
I'm
She
looking
was
at this
trash.
woman.
It's just
Think
I don't
she
think it
looking
was like
bad.
the most like expressive performance, but I don't think it was
Yeah,
contrived.
It
Like
looked good to
it
me.
seemed more or less natural. Like I wouldn't
yeah. I
even
didn't
like.
think it was that bad.
Yeah.
She was ass.
But
And
like
I
I
agree
And
with
then,
Ted.
and
understand
then
your point.
and then his responses to the shit too. Like he didn't even care.
He's
Yeah,
like,
nah, he
"I
was just
didn't walk out on you.
That nigga was like,
Yeah,
what?
he was
I
trying
love
not to
What?
you."
die, man.
What?
his
What?
voice acting on that was not all that.
That
It just
nigga was just
bro,
what?
My
listen,
What?
and
coordinates are
this may
4,
What?
2,
be
3, 2,
I
because
6.
love you. What? I love
Hey
you.
y'all,
What?
but look,
Tex, I swear to God, that's what I was about to say. Every time I heard him talk, all I heard was what,
What?
what, what. Every time, bro. Like
Bro, that's
maybe
funny as
just because
fuck that y'all
I'm a
Funny
discovered
as
Stone
that
fuck,
Cold
glitch.
fan, bro. But
What you was
that's
gonna
all
say,
I can hear
Slim?
every time he talks.
oh nah, I wanted to like mention something like that I noticed, like because I was talking about McStarlin or whatever his name. We'll get his name right at some point. I was talking about McStarlin earlier, and although I think he like we said he was more like a tactician and everything, and I kind of like said what I think he would be able to do, if he like was more involved in like the fighting part. But he did get his ass whooped on one of them scenes. Like that Hispanic dude was really beating his ass.
Yeah, he was beating the shit out of him till like he got distracted.
The Hispanic
by
dude
his
actually won that fight.
He
got distracted.
He was kind of about to get his ass whooped.
Yeah,
Like,
and he got distracted by the Asian dude with his girl. Like he had his girl like
that's the other thing though. I will say, like, you know, we've been talking a lot about the characters and whatnot, but like, you know, you have to give Vinnie Jones his props for like having a good detestable villain. You know what I'm saying? This
I think he
motherfucker
was
like
good.
killed villages of like kids. He raped women. You know what I'm saying? He does like all type of detestable ass shit. You know what I'm saying? And he really
It was
sells
fun. It
his
was fun to
character
watch
well.
him. It was fun to
Yeah, he
watch
was a
his
good villain to
acting.
me.
He was definitely a good.
Why we ain't
like,
talking about how
villain.
trash the black dude died, man? Like,
Oh, Pujols was going. Pujols, the villain was fire. I thought. Pujols, you said that, huh?
No, I said he was ass for that, but I think he was fire. Tex was talking about.
I think he was funny.
Bro,
He
this nigga was sitting
definitely
there.
goofy for that.
He was crying about all his times he got hoed by women in the
Yeah,
past. And they
Yeah,
got
he
hoed
got
by a
hoed by
woman.
a woman.
Then he got hoed by a
Exactly.
woman.
Yeah, they really just did him dirty, bro. Like that might be
Bro, he
racist.
died
Like, why
How
was
are
the
you
black
not
nigga so
gonna be
damn
able to
dumb?
feel?
Why did they
Tex.
make that nigga so dumb, bro?
Bro,
I'm
he
a
died
protest.
so trash. You
How
gotta
can?
put
How did
trust
he
in
not?
But
women.
it was
Like,
funny how he died though.
bro,
That
how
ain't
can you
funny to
not
me.
She was
feel
rubbing
that
on
shit
him and
pulling
shit,
that
rubbing
rope?
on his
Calm
shoulders. He
down,
was
calm
telling
down,
the
That ain't
calm
funny
story.
to
down.
He
me,
must
bro.
have
That ain't
Hey,
funny.
Tex,
all
no,
his nerves must have shut down. Slim. He didn't feel nothing was
He
going
couldn't
on.
feel
He
his
didn't.
Bro,
ankle, dog.
He didn't realize like she
no.
was stopped rubbing his
The ankle,
shoulders and.
the
that
ankle
shit
was
was
beeping
trash.
like early, like it was like at a minute or something. He wasn't paying attention, but it started beeping at like a minute something. It was counting down. They showed that part, and he was just so into talking what the fuck he was talking
What
about.
that
He
nigga
was.
A
said?
minute, Slim.
So
That whole
trash.
shit beat
Bitch
for
got me
10
again.
seconds.
Damn,
Hey,
bitch, got me
Yeah,
again.
that's
he
so
said. He
trash.
said.
Then he got
It's gonna,
nappy ass braids. Like,
he said it's gonna be
man,
some time before I let my guards down.
Hey, he combed them hoes, Tex.
that nigga, he just was ass. This
Yeah,
shit just
that hoe
pissed me
was
off.
fine in a bitch though. That
Bitch
That
got
hoe
me
was
again.
Nah,
fire,
fact.
boy.
hoe was fine.
That was
I was
a
about to,
beautiful
I was about
woman,
to say,
boy.
they didn't even give him redeeming last words. This nigga said, "Not again, not again,
Bruh.
not again."
Hey,
Boom.
Roots.
Yeah,
That
Hey,
nigga
Roots,
say,
look up
"Bitch
her
got me
name, man.
again."
I'm trying to know what her
he
name
could
was.
at least call her a stank bitch or something. Like,
He said, "Not
Thinking
again, not
asshole,
again,
you
not
got
again."
me.
Boom.
Hey,
Bitch got
what
me
is her
again.
what is her name? Somebody like tell me her name. I
Black
didn't
ass
I
look
got
up.
fine ass
you.
African bitch.
I don't. What
That's
was it?
the title
Roots?
of that.
That's a long ass
Hold
name,
on, hold
bro.
on.
I don't think
I
they
got you.
said
Hold
it
on.
in the
I'm looking at the
movie.
cast right now. Hold on, give me a
she
second.
did look good though.
That's a
Hey, what's
beautiful
Ooh,
woman,
your
boy.
hey
son,
y'all
your
said Stone
Sansa.
Cold? Y'all said
Your
Huh?
Stone Cold
Sansa.
dialogue was ass? Y'all ain't fuck with it?
The
What?
dialogue?
Her name is Amelia
That nigga
Byrne.
said,
That nigga
where you
said,
from?
that
Yo,
nigga
mama
said,
house.
I'm gonna beat you.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna beat your ass, sweetheart. I'm gonna beat your ass too.
I don't know, buddy, man. Like that motherfucker, like I feel like he was selling out. That motherfucker, like seen his partner get smoked. He said, "All right, game on." Like I think that was kind of fire, man.
That
Man, where
nigga
y'all
Stone.
keep from?
It's funny because Stone Cold don't be having no emotion. I feel like I was
No, and
watching
that's like
Stone Cold.
I feel like some I feel like there's something to be said about like people going into this knowing like who Stone Cold Steve Austin is. Like I think just inherently, if you didn't know him as the former like however many time WWE champion, just like knew like this random guy playing this role, I think he did good. You know what I'm saying? Like, but motherfuckers like they're like, damn, I'm really watching Stone Cold beat the shit out of people on an island.
Bro,
Like,
I felt like I was watching Stone Cold. Like I didn't feel like I was
no,
watching.
but that's what I like the most about this movie, Tex. I think we need to get to the ratings and the final thoughts here in a second, but I think that's my favorite part of this movie is that I feel like they just let Steve Austin go be in a movie where he was just Steve Austin beating the shit out people. Like he was actually allowed to say cuss words and kill people. You know what I'm saying? It's just him as a character, like, but with like a redeemable backstory. Like I think
Bro,
that's
I ain't
fire.
gonna
to me.
lie to you. The whole time I'm watching him fight, I'm like, he about to Stone Cold Stunner somebody at any
I
time
was
now.
too, bro.
Hey, I like that too. They didn't like do like a whole bunch of like wrestling ass shit, man. They was really just like scrapping in that
They
whole
should
like
they could at least let him flip
Shit.
somebody off.
motherfucker
Nah,
wasn't just out
he
there
definitely
trying to fucking
suplexed the nigga.
sweep
Off
Yeah,
of
he
Yeah,
the
he
top
did.
point.
somebody.
Yeah, he
He
did.
did.
That's exactly what I was about to say. And speaking of that fight where he suplexed the nigga, that was
I
the
don't remember
worst
who he
fight scene
suplexed.
I've
Who he
ever. The
suplexed?
big nigga, the other wrestler,
Oh yeah,
the
okay.
other wrestler.
He
Yeah.
suplexed that
That
nigga.
was the bro. That was the most trash fight scene I've ever
I
seen.
mean they're
From hold on,
Yeah.
from how they filmed it, because they filmed it like an Attitude Era fucking match. That's how they filmed it. They had the shaky camera angles, so you can't really see the punch connect, but you can kind of assume it did, because of course it did, because the camera shook. You punched him so hard, the camera shook. Like that shit was just fucking stupid to me. Like the whole time I was watching that fight, I was like, I can't even see what's going on. This is ass. Like when I watch a fight scene, even when it's two niggas that's just scrapping, like I can still see what's going on. It looked like I was like watching it through a keyhole or some dumbass shit, bro. I
Oh,
hated
hold
that
on,
fucking scene.
Hold on, Roots. Also, these niggas is fucking terrible with their camera quality. Like the niggas who
Yeah.
was streaming it to like online, y'all gotta get better quality if you
bro,
want
it was
40 million.
07, Puo.
I don't give
Bro,
a
they was
fuck.
running on
That shit
fucking
was
AOL or some shit.
ass. Nigga, that shit was ass.
Definitely
40 million people
2007.
not
I got
tuning
That
into
shit
that,
was
bro.
yeah, that shit was
2007,
definitely
dog.
almost 20 years ago,
I
bro.
don't give a fuck, man. That shit was ass. Stupid. Nigga had a big ass camera, like a regular camera, like you could film. The movie was in 07 too. It looked pretty decent, right? Why the fuck
Look
they ain't have
decent.
that type of camera?
Cause they was on an island.
And it was a
Man,
movie.
man,
It's a
fuck out
movie
of
in
And
a
here.
it
movie.
was a movie.
Quality was ass. Out of
Hey,
here,
Puo,
nigga.
Hey,
they
that
was
nigga. Hey,
still
that
trying to.
nigga.
They was still trying to like I say, 40 million was a big number to them back then of
Hey, that
like
nigga.
people watching.
Hey, that nigga
What's up,
smoked
Tuck?
the cameraman. He said, "I'm just a cameraman," and
He
that
was
nigga
just
smoked
That
anyway.
nigga say,
film
Yeah.
this,
film
and he
this.
Well,
smoked
film
his
this.
bitch ass.
Walked in the room and smoked everybody. He didn't give no fucks. He was a great villain.
No,
Bro,
and then but
he
then he
smoked
started
Yeah,
speaking.
everybody,
I think he
bro.
was
Copping a
he was
plea.
ass as like fighting and shit, but as a, like a
His
villain, that
character
nigga was
was fire.
fire.
Yeah, he was
No, but
definitely
he
Character was
started
fire.
fire.
copping a plea at the end though. He did that was some bitch ass shit. He was like,
I
"Hey,
know
we
he
didn't."
did.
He said neither of us wanted to be in this,
That
mate.
wasn't no. That
No,
wasn't
he
copping a
said
plea.
That's a
no
fact
because
though.
I
when he's
think
in
I
there,
think
he
he
said
was I think he was trying to trick him.
he started like
I
giving
think
him
he was
I
trying
think
to
he
trick
was
hard.
him
being
too.
genuine.
I
Slim,
And
think he
that
was
he
trying to
nigga,
wanted
trick
to.
him.
He go ahead, Tex.
I feel like he was trying to weasel his way out of it.
He was. I'm saying like he was out there. Like you just went out there and like raped a bitch and you done killed a bunch of people and you're like, man, this was some bullshit. Is my country left me to be in this fucking prison and shit, bro.
But
You
he
raped and
right.
killed kids and
well,
like
he said he
women.
got
Like
raped too, so he was trying to
yeah,
get
but
get
I'm
back.
saying like
Hey,
you want to
yo,
feel sorry for
What?
yourself. He
Hey,
did. He said that. Yeah, he said that. But you
niggas in
want to
For
here,
feel
real?
sorry for
I
yourself,
definitely
dog?
missed that.
No,
he
he
definitely
definitely
said it.
paused. He said
Taking it up the
he was
ass.
like
Pause.
taking it up the ass 2 times a day, but whatever the fuck.
Yeah, he said
whoa,
that.
Oh wow.
So
That
with
boy,
that
but I'm
being
saying like
said,
you want to feel
man,
sorry for
It
yourself
is
after
what he
you
said.
done like raped and killed a bunch of
that's
people.
the.
Like now you copping a plea. Get your bitch ass out of here, dog.
It's
So
like, go
yeah,
ahead, man.
I was gonna say let's get to like everybody's overall thoughts about the whole movie. But what you have to say, Puos?
I was gonna say, you niggas like have some type of an obsession with these rape movies. How come every
Hey,
fucking week?
Puos, I
I was gonna
swear
say
to
the
God,
same
when I watched, because I think I was one of the first people to like watch this movie this week, right? I watched that whole, and it got to that scene. I said, I forgot this shit was in here. I said, I am the problem now.
Hey,
I
Puos,
said,
you
Wait,
have to
God,
hold on,
realize
hold on. Which scene did you forget? Because there was
the
like several rapes.
no, I'm talking like in the beginning, like it wasn't really a rape scene. The motherfucker was trying to like fuck on that hoe, and she killed him. I'm saying like when he actually was like raping that dude wife, and like that shit, like it's extended screaming and shit. I'm like, oh man. I'm like,
Yeah,
I
that shit
forgot
was
about
kind
that
of
though.
hard
you
to.
got to realize how many movies in the world got rape in it though, Puos. But aside
I
from that,
haven't seen that many. Like I had like
I really
maybe
forgot that
have
hoe
you
was in
not
this
seen that
movie,
many?
dog.
since I've been watching them with y'all, I seen like 5.
Well, I'm gonna
Honestly,
be honest. Like I watch movies like It and shit like that. They just put
Well,
rape all in that shit.
you watch
we wasn't no
movies
raping
like
it, nigga.
Well,
hold on, y'all.
it was
Let's not get
implied.
off on this. Pause.
Yeah, can we not make this a goddamn topic right now?
Yeah,
Well, y'all brought it up.
Who else did it? But
So let's get to the final thoughts, man. Let's go down the
hey,
road.
Rootz can start.
Shut up. Let's go down the road. Black Rootz, you first.
Shut up. Hey, Rootz, go ahead, bro.
All right, man. Yeah, McStarley was a cool little, villain or whatever. Cool. Berkeley was a piece of shit. I'm pretty sure that's how he was supposed to be portrayed. Goldie was a pussy. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Uh I don't know. Because I feel like they made Jack super fucking OP. Like the fact that he was able to throw a fucking anklet bomb into a fucking flying helicopter
ass.
20 feet in the fucking air and land right next to the person who he's aiming at. But besides him winning his first fight by kicking somebody off a cliff and then they blow up, fucking besides being able to outrun bullets from a submachine gun, besides being able to jump out of a tower 20 feet in the fucking air, besides with no parachute, he landed on a patch of grass and then ran a full flat dodging bullets. Besides all of that shit,
What?
I hated this fucking movie.
What?
Mhm.
I will never watch this fucking movie again.
What?
I will not tell somebody else to watch this movie.
What?
The only two redeeming factors is that they had a good villain and they had some dope shit with the Japanese nigga. So therefore, I give this a 4, flat out.
What?
All right. Hold it down, Steve Austin. Bob Celeste is next.
I thought it was an enjoyable film.
Rattlesnake.
Hold
I
it
like
down. Y'all
I
let him
actually
talk.
like the film overall. I think it's a fun movie, a lot of good action. Even though, it's not like, next, turn of the century shit. It's like it's functional, like thought it was badass seeing Steve Austin go around beat motherfuckers up. A lot of anticipation for him to come on the screen. Some characters here and there were a little hollow, but this genre just kind of says fuck it with some of the deeper writing and just focuses what's on happening on the screen in front of you. So I thought overall it was pretty fun movie. Not I think all WWE movies are kind of just watchable, and I think this one is sort of the same. But I enjoyed it. I give this shit 6.8.
All right, Mr. Caleb.
All right, man. I don't share the issues presented previously by my compatriots. You know what I'm saying? I rewatching this, so like I really realized that like while it may not be like one of the highest rated movies like that I would like give a rating to, I think this is one of my favorite movies. Like I really could like rewatch this at like any point. I think they have a dope premise. You know what I'm saying? Which like it was from back in '07 before it was kind of done to death. Like I think 10 convicts on an island fighting to the death. I think that's a dope like plot. I think it's got a fire main character, you know what I'm saying, doing some of the coldest shit I done seen. But like none of it really felt like, like I didn't feel the way that Rootz was saying where like I was like, okay, like how is this human being doing this? You know what I'm saying? I think that they presented a good villain, that was like detestable, but like was very capable of getting his comeuppance at the end. You know what I'm saying? Altogether, like I think if you just go into this movie for what it is, a good action movie with like a dope premise, and like see some cold fight scenes, don't really look for a deeper meaning. I think that you would enjoy this movie a lot. I'm gonna give this whole like an 8.5 for real.
Damn.
All right. And that would be me next. So this is the second time I've watched this movie. The first time I watched it, I was paying attention to it. I was really into it. I thought it was fire when I finished watching it. And, it was a really good movie to me. When I watched it this time, it was more like mindless, just looking at it. I don't believe I was paying as much attention because I already knew what was going to happen. And it's like one of those movies where once you see it once, you already know what to expect the next time. So you already know pretty much where the story is going, what the scenes are, what's happening. And I kind of viewed it like that as I was watching it. And so, of course, it hit better for me the first time I seen it, because I didn't know what to expect. It was a great action movie, like you said, and it was new to me. With that being said, I feel like I'm not rating it as highly today as I would have the first time I watched it, but I still give it like a 7.8. And next is TheatricTex.
What?
That's on you.
Give me a
What?
hell yeah.
Your
What?
turn. Rating.
What?
Go ahead and give your rating,
Is
Ken.
that a what out of 10?
You ready? All right.
All right. This movie was ass. But it was kind of entertaining though. Like it was like entertaining, but it wasn't like a good movie to me. Like it had some good elements though. Like, but I agree with I agree with Rootz though. Like the nigga was OP as hell. Like I don't think I like this shit. I ain't like his wife irritated me. The main villain was cool though. Or I guess both of the main villains. Shit. I'm gonna give this whole like a 5. Yeah,
All right.
just a flat 5.
All right. Who else is last?
Okay. This movie was ugly, dirty, a piece of fucking shit. But I loved it. I loved damn near every second of the movie, man. From the nigga with cornrows, Jim Jones, dirty ass cornrows. Getting the ass whooping by a Liu Kang Asian nigga. I loved it all. It was so grimy. The quality was fucking terrible. It was shit. It's a piece of shit Stone Cold movie. He's running around beating the hell out of everybody he sees except for Hispanic people. He loved Hispanic people in this movie. Everybody you see, he gives the ass whooping except for the Hispanic dude because he has a heart.
Because he's from Texas.
Exactly. He's from Texas, and we love our Mexican people out here. John Doe, shout out you would love this movie. Amigo.
Jesus Christ.
I love it. This movie is fire, man.
Hold it down, y'all. Let him go.
This movie gave me a lot, man. I would recommend anybody to watch. No funny. I will watch this movie before I watch any other movie you watched again. I'm gonna watch this again before anything, bro. It's a piece of fucking shit, and I give it an 8.5. Great, sorry ass.
And I think it's worth noting, like, this is also a movie that was recommended to you, Puos, and you didn't want to watch it before.
Yeah, I don't watch wrestlers acting. But I will watch that Batista movie coming out in about a week. I'm gonna watch that.
Batista's the best wrestler actor.
All right, man. Before we get to that, man, final score.
Hey, go ahead.
For The Condemned, we got a 6.7.
Hey, Slim. Before we move to the next movie, I forgot there was one thing
with my 6.8.
Hold it down, y'all. I can't hear y'all.
There was one thing that I wanted to discuss about this movie before because I forgot to do it right. I wanted to ask how everybody felt about within this movie they kind of like half-hearted tried to like put a moral of the story in there. And I just wanted to know how everybody like felt about where like the idea was that like, like the bitch basically says, I wanted to be mad at him for putting this horrendous shit online. But then I saw all you motherfuckers going to watch it. So I'm like, y'all are really the problem. Like, y'all like agree
She
with
said
that?
we really the condemned.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all think that's a good point?
I fucked with the message until she said the title of the movie in her speech. She ended with, "Are we the condemned?" I said, "Oh, this bitch
because
ass.
that was
Get her
the
out of here."
name of the thing, like Rootz, the like show that he was putting on. Like she
Understood,
was like,
but they
damn,
never
I thought
said it out loud.
She was like, I thought it was the prisoners that were the condemned, but it's actually us.
Yes,
like,
they did,
Bro,
Rootz.
they did.
He used that word.
Like, yes.
He used that word. He called them condemned.
Bro, okay, that is calling people condemned. That is he's describing something. She tied it into the message of the movie and made it a fucking pun. That
Okay.
shit was ass.
So
I mean, that's fun.
yeah,
Okay.
so for
That's
me,
your
it comes
opinion.
full circle and it poses a good question. And I get the message. It's like, you know, us as the public, we enjoy like chaos, and that's literally why
This
they
shit
had
wouldn't
shit like
exist if we weren't consumers of it,
shut
basically.
up. That's literally why we had shit like the Roman like Colosseum with the gladiators and shit, because people, humans, us, we enjoy that type of shit. And so it's a good message. I get it. Like, are we really the fucked up people because we consume that and we like that? Like, we thrive off that?
Fucking
I mean,
right.
I get it. I get it.
Definitely gonna watch some niggas fight to the death, nigga. Why not?
Mhm.
So I think it's a good question. That's a good question to pose. With
Yeah, it
that
was-
being said, man,
Shut up.
this shit is like getting back. This is getting back to a discussion that it doesn't need to get. Let's get to next week's movie. Picked
let's
by
go.
Black Rootz. Somebody
Yeah,
drum roll, please.
nigga.
Drum roll,
Black
man.
Yeah,
ass
nigga. Yeah, nigga.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna keep the violence going,
Let's
but
go.
we gonna go back in
Oh, the
time a
Condemned
little
2?
bit.
Let's fucking go. Oh,
We gonna go back in time a little bit. Next week's movie
Mhm.
starring Antonio Banderas,
Uh-oh.
Interesting.
Desperado,
Yeah.
1995.
Interesting.
Desperado, 1995, nigga. That's what we watching.
Shit.
Oh, this old piece of shit.
All right, man. You heard it here, man. We'll be back next week with Desperado. This is the Real Rap Coalition podcast, and we are out.
Fuck Jack Harper.